Ah. Oh man, I've been excited for this game. Ah. It's also a game that I technically did a let's play of, like, God, how long ago was it now? Yeah, I did do that LP in 2018, yeah. And it pretty much lasted the entire year, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah. Ah. Fucking last few adjustments to the whole PR Live face tracking. God, I fucking wish I could still keep using the USB camera that I've been using for all of the other streams I had been. Like, but the problem is that, like, it's too big. Like, it's big enough that, like, I can't rest it on top of my main monitor that I'm playing this game off of, because it's an HD game. I'm not playing this on the CRT. Even though it does have a 4x3 mode, technically. But yeah, I need to figure out like a mounting solution for it so I could just rely on that instead of the weird like integrated laptop camera that is set off to the side, because having it directly in front would be blocking a third of my screen. Whatever, let's just start. Ah, yeah, look at that. Feels so fucking good to be back here, man. So as the name of this stream implies, yes, uh, this is gonna be a Tonfa only run, but with like some specific conditions in mind. The first is, normally if I were to do this, I would probably be doing something like loading one of these completed autosaves for each of the difficulties that I had made years back when I was completing everything in this. Which is a good thing, because I do not want to be without this Master Ninja save whatsoever. But yeah, normally it would be like a weapon only run. I would probably just select one of these so that I have the weapon of choice like at max level automatically, but we're not doing that. Instead, we're doing new game, Path of the Warrior, which is the game's normal difficulty. Oh, that's right. I need to switch this back to manual. And we are now given a choice because I've beaten these difficulties the default way, which is you start with only the Dragon Sword and Shuriken. Here it's now like, okay, you could start with all weapons, all projectiles, all Nimpo, but doing it this way, you have to reset them to level 1. That's technically the only way you can submit scores, like your karma score to the leaderboards, but it's not like I'm going to be able to do that because this Xbox is completely disconnected from the internet. It's just, you can't do a Wi-Fi connection anymore for some fucking reason, but I've not cared enough to try and fix it. Like, I don't have Xbox Live. I don't play multiplayer games on this thing still. Why the fuck would I need it? So, Way of the Warrior. All equipment reduced to level 1, because that means I can start immediately with the Tonfa. Costume, pretty much whatever, because I have all the DLC costumes and their reskins. I could rock the Master Ninja colors if we want. Or go for something else. The Shadow Walker outfits were pretty cool. I think I was always tied between whether I liked this or Biometal Hayabusa more. I think it's mostly because with Biometal, Costume 2 gives him pretty much the exact same color scheme that the Doppelganger Ryu outfit had back in Ninja Gaiden 1. So, like, it just looks like Doppelganger Ryu, but with a mono eye, instead of the face that makes him look like Ashtar from the Ninja Gaiden, like, NES trilogy. Ninja Ryuken, then, as it should be called, really. But Shadow Walker's neat, so we're gonna go with that. Oh yeah, and I guess final, like, bit of the ground rules being laid to this is that, yeah, obviously, like, this is Tonfa only, but I mean, like, projectile and Nimpo types, obviously you want to, like, use each one accordingly to kind of, like, complement your main weapon. But I am going to have an additional rule that I will try my best to adhere to, but if I fuck up at any point, it's like I'm not going to throw it out of the way. I'm just going to move on and like keep my mistake. And that is I will limit myself to only one use of the ultimate technique or essence technique, either of those, like per save statue. So once I get to a save statue, heal, make a save file, I basically get one stock of ET/UT to use. And that's only for the main weapon. Projectile UTs, I'm going to say, are still fair game because they are not like the crazy auto combos you get with literally every weapon UT, except for the scythe. Because it's not really an auto combo, it's just one giant shockwave. Plus, it's like, for real, if I'm going to be using like the windmill shuriken at points, you know damn well I want to fucking charge that thing up, let it rip, and chop off however many heads I can get at a time.
So, let me get this straight.
Let me see here.
You don't have a clue.
Oh yeah, we're letting the English voiceovers rock because I'm not that much of an
Ninja
insufferable
goes.
weeb to
If he
think
isn't at the
like
Hayabusa village,
that like I can
he could
only
be
accept the
halfway
Japanese
around the world.
voices for like
So
the
now,
pure experience, because
do
it's
you
like
have
fucking who
business with
cares.
Ryu?
I do.
And what might that be?
All I'll say is that it concerns the Archfiend.
Oh, the Archfiend.
Okay. Then I guess that's about it, yeah. I'm not gonna limit myself on Nimpo either, just because I still recall there at least being like some sections that, because I'm limiting myself to one weapon and that one weapon is not the scythe, I'm probably that in addition to one UT per save statue. I'm probably just gonna have that as like a fallback on certain late game encounters that I think I'm still not that good at to handle without Nimpo, even on this difficulty. This game's got some, it's not the most like optimally balanced thing. But it doesn't matter because you just want fucking carnage. Oh yeah, there's the ninja himself. The super ninja. Still appreciate after all these years, Ryu cutting that dude open, going sides with, directed by Tomonobu Itagaki. Such a good costume. Like, yeah, it's like, I don't even, like, more I think about it, I'm not sure, like, which game I like the costume selection more, this or NGB. Like, Black's got some really good stuff, and it's, I almost want to give more credit to this, primarily because, like, Shadow Walker and Biometal never got, like, any rep in later Ninja Gaidens, or even ports of this, you know? Alright, let's do this. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. Come on. And... okay, hold on. I'm trying to... oh, yeah, that's right. This is level 1. I don't have the, I don't have the 360Y attack. That's only at level 2. Right, shit, I gotta get used to that again. Whatever. We'll get enough essence in this first chapter that at the first Muramasa shop, we'll be able to get level 2 right away.
Oh, why, if it isn't Ryu.
Hey, Campbell.
They were minions of the Black Spider clan.
And hey, Ocelot.
Indeed
Yes,
they were.
Muramasa in this
We haven't
is
heard from them in a
voiced by
while.
Paul Eiding, and
the woman?
Josh Keaton
You
voices
don't know
Ryu
her?
in this game.
Neither do I. You
Which I still think
couldn't
is like
save
the
her?
best voice they could have gone
She
with
was
as far as
looking
like
for
an
you.
English dub for Ryu.
She said it was about
It's certainly
the
better than fucking Troy
Archfiend.
Baker, that's for goddamn sure.
The Archfiend.
Alright. And because that was the very start, I knew damn well that I was just going to use up that UT right there. And now we're restocked. Hold on. Ah, god damn it, I'm noticing... Hold on. I feel like I'm now going, like, more insane, potentially, by, like, actually listening to the game audio through OBS specifically, because on the one hand, yes, it helps me catch whenever the audio is desynced. Unfortunately, that also means I am even more sensitive to when I actually notice the audio is, like, is not even the most out of sync that it could be, but just, oh my god, like, it's enough to drive me insane because it could get worse. Yeah, that was quite the angle for that entire fight. But yeah, it's fine. Just, again, just don't be surprised going through this if I find, like, more instances where I gotta quickly deactivate and reactivate my capture source. I mean, it lasts, like, every time I turn it off and on, like, a split second. Alright. Charging up again, because it's my favorite spot to do it. Oh! Oh, he's even juggled during that time. Oh, yeah. Tonfa sound effects are literally music to my goddamn ears. There we go. Oh. Ah, crap. Come on. Get out of there. Oh, yeah. Just... everything about the hit effects from the Tonfa contributes so much to why this is probably one of my favorite, if not absolutely my favorite weapon in this game. I wouldn't say it's the weapon that I'm most good at, because I think there are ones that are a lot easier to, like, get into. Mainly stuff like the dual swords and the scythe. Scythe's probably, like, best in the most practical sense, because it is so powerful despite still being relatively quick as far as, like, action game weapons go. You know, like this game just... like, this game does not hold back in... oh, man. Got it. And just looking again at what all I have for level 1 moves, which isn't too much. Yeah, Blooming Iris into, like, Cypress and Cypress Column. Obviously, that's cool and all, but yeah, just wait till we get to level 2, and then that's when we get the Flower Garland drop. Demon Devourer, all that stuff. Iron Will's real good. Storm of the Four Winds, though, is like... oh. Yeah, that's, I would say, at least, like, a top 10 move for the Tonfas alone. And also, that doesn't count as a UT, even though it was kind of the charge animation for that. It doesn't matter. Okay. But that's still fine, though, like I said. Oh. One downside, I will say, at least, is, like, so often, like, the animation you get, like what I did just there. Like, that kick to, like, the ninja's toes before doing the obliteration technique. It's like... It is such a long startup before it actually connects, and sometimes, like, enemy positions can sometimes cause it to just not connect initially. And that sort of wastes time. It's kind of an unsafe UT, if you can call it that. Come on. Oh, you bastard. Damn it. Freaking. Oh, fuck. Mages are assholes. 100%. I hesitated too long, thinking I would get a later opportunity for like an obliteration technique, and I just let him blow my ass up. There we go. Look at that combo. Anything down here? No, I don't think so. Actually, I forget that. Like, did I pick up that? What was it ever in the chest? At like in that other pit that you have to wall run across. Because I know I went down there, but I'm not sure if I actually spent any time. Since there is a chest down there. But with this being new game, I'm looking to go pretty thorough with it, as opposed to the other times I had done weapon-only playthroughs of this, because this isn't the first time, it's just that the, oh yeah, I did get it. Never mind. But yeah, like, the thing with this game is that, it has a set of achievements, because it's a 360 game, of course it would, this early on, in the, with the very concept of achievements being a thing. Still double checking just to... I think it'll be fine. And... Okay. Yeah, let's actually focus on this first, just because it's like these enemies will go for suicide grabs. Yeah, why not? Just one of those for... There we go. That's better. Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna have to... I have no idea why it's giving me this much of a problem with, like, slow audio desyncs. Like, I caught it pretty early when I was streaming Max Anarchy, but I never thought it was gonna, like, do it this much. Maybe that's extra reason to kind of hold off on, like, doing UTs as much as possible, because, like, this game's technical performance on 360 can be pretty rough at times. What? What the hell? No! Fuck! God damn it! Ugh! Come on. Got it? Okay. God, just all this shit going on with technical difficulties, I completely forgot what I was, like, trying to talk about. Oh yeah, it was like the whole concept with, like, the weapon challenges. And yeah, like, the idea was that there were achievements in this game where you would get one for completing the game using only that one melee weapon. You could obviously use any other, like, projectiles or Nimpo spells, but otherwise it was you did not, you avoided attacking any enemy with weapons other than the one you want to get an achievement for, and then that's what you got. And I did all those, but obviously with how long this game can be, like if you do it thoroughly and on higher difficulties, it takes a while. So what I ended up doing back then was I loaded up like the easy difficulty, Path of the Acolyte, and I did basically the closest I could to like a speed run of the game, just doing just running forward until the game would not let me forward anymore. How is... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, obviously. It's kind of the unfortunate problem with, like, the common obliteration technique you see with the Tonfas, you know? Like, heads and legs are fine, but anytime it's an arm, Ryu always has to do that one kick that has such a long startup. So yeah, with like the different weapons, like I basically just sped through the entire game as fast as I could. I got it down to where it was about 2 to 3 hours per weapon. And that's by skipping all of like the tests of valor, like running past most encounters, because you can actually do that. Like this game actually does very little to like block you completely from progressing past a certain encounter. Go. Freaking archers! There we go. But now, like, going back to this whole concept of, like, doing, like, a weapon-only run, it's been long enough that I'm like, you know, I'll try doing it, like, on a higher difficulty. And then, like, you know, just, like, doing it thoroughly like I normally would. You know, we're gonna take this through all the tests of valor. Gonna, like, find all the upgrade items that we can. Oh, god damn it, I'm an idiot. Oh, well. Well, I said, at least with that rule, that I was going to try was the idea. I'm still limiting it as much as possible, because as easy as it would be, like I know that the usefulness slash, like, overpowered, like, nature of the, ultimate techniques is definitely, like, a point of contention, I feel, for people when talking about, like, just... God damn it, again! That was absolutely accidental. Fuck off. Oh, whatever. You know what, like, that final rule I said, just be, like, whatever. Who cares? Forget I even mentioned it. I'm just gonna keep doing what I can to, like, emphasize, like, showing off this game. Relying it on as little as possible, because this is Way of the Warrior, and it's not nearly as, like, brutal and frustrating as, like, Path of the Master Ninja. It means I get to show off a lot more of the things that, like, are really of merit with this game's systems, like the score bonuses that you've seen pop up with, like, OTs, instant kill, killing sprees. And then, of course, there's just the matter of, like, everything that I'm able to do with the Tonfas. Well, not as much right now, but definitely later on, once I get this to level 2, it's going to change things quite a bit. Oh my god, come on. You know, if, like, this type of problem persists... God damn it, again. Like, I think maybe... Because as convenient as it is for me to, like, hook this thing up with component cables to, like, my, splitter, distribution amplifier, like, that whole setup that I use for all the other, like, analog systems that I have, I might have to just, forego that and just, like, go to HDMI for like the next stream. There we go. Oh, that's better. I gotta pay more attention to like what specific instances in the game are causing like the audio to just get slightly out of sync like that. Yeah, we'll just keep rotating those saves because why not? Oh, man. But yeah, I think, like... Yeah, like, I think anything with Xbox 360 starting tomorrow, like, I'm just gonna have to move that up top to, like, the... above the desk, and then, just like hook up to the capture card directly through HDMI. Just forget the RetroTink entirely, even though I feel like it would be great to kind of do it because it's like... Because I mean, like, then it would be like, hey, I can just like take 720p and like do it 2 times upscale to 1440p, which is what I initially tried to do with Max Anarchy, but then that was like providing just like way too many audio desyncs. And this, I've got like both the output of the RetroTink and the output of the capture card, both at 720 specifically. And it's still like getting out of sync. Oh, yeah. Look at that combo. And that was with, like, doing a particular trick to kind of milk out, like, some extra hits. It's a big part of why I really do love the Tonfas. Yeah, a real great aiming there, Ryu. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I need to find, like, the right time, I feel, to, like, explain, like, the specifics of what it is that makes me love everything about the Tonfa so goddamn much. But first, let's give these things an upgrade. They're Tonfas with a bit of a metal blade along the underside. We're gonna need, like, about almost another 20k to upgrade that fully, which we'll probably get next chapter. But yeah, look at this. More combos now. We got, like, a full air combo into Izuna drop. We got XX forward Y. You know, that's pretty good. Flower Garland drop, which is fantastic. And then just Demon's Diamonds, which is like the second step towards getting us Demon Tears Kick. Which I love, if only because, like, it's a 5-hit combo where the 3 final hits are like that kind of rapid air kick that you could do with Ryu in, like, the Dead or Alive games. And that's cool. And now we got like Y by Y. Like, that's real good. And then we got this. Like, fan-fucking-tastic 360 attack. It's great. Oh, oh man, I just missed my... Oh, yeah. God, like, this game does such a good job, I feel, with regards to, like your weapon upgrades. I appreciate that it's kept as simple as possible to be like, nope, they have 3 levels, you only need to, like, buy 2 of those, and buying each level gives you, like, a new set of moves as opposed to you needing to buy each move piecemeal, you know? Oh wait, no, Storm of the Four Winds is not the 360 I was talking about. Overlapping Storms is 360Y. I have no idea. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Not only was that, like, not, like, a full UT, that was, like, a whip on top of that. Yeah, screw it, why not? Yeah, take it! And goddammit, like, I heard the desyncs happening again. Yeah, this game just is, like, causing all kinds of havoc. Oh yeah, that was good. So, actually, you know, I'm going to take time to explain it right now. In fact, like, some of the stuff I've been doing a lot more of now that I actually have the these weapons up to level 2 and unlocked a lot more of the essentials. Like, level 3 is like, you get it more for the sake of the extra power. Like, the final few moves you get at level 3 are not nearly as important as some of the stuff you get in level 2. But this is still good to get into as far as, like, system mechanics wise, and it's talking about 2 important things. One is the Heavenly Step, or a Heavenly Justice, rather. I call it Step sometimes because it's like, it's literally a step cancel. Where Heavenly Justice, during a combo, you press A or left trigger plus a direction with the stick. Makes sense? That's how you've been seeing, like, those after images I've been doing, because here's this. But then here's where I insert a Heavenly Justice after the second X hit. Now, an important thing to note as well, whenever you come out of Heavenly Justice, you have very specific follow-ups with both X and Y that occur. This is what happens when you press X for, like, the light attack. It launches you straight into, like, the short combos you normally would go into for, like, the Flower Garland drop and the like. Not that, which is normally reserved for the Izuna drop, and at this point it's like, this is the one thing I do appreciate about the weapons, even though pretty much all of them have some kind of airdrop, including Izuna drops. The Izuna drop is not always the star of the show for that weapon. Like, Flower Garland drop is an infinitely more practical and faster solution than the Izuna drop normally. You only do that if you have, like, the space and the amount of hits to spare and just extra brutalizing a ninja who's, like, the only one left in a group. And as for the Y hit follow-up, hold on. Yeah, it's that. You can technically like go straight into charging a UT coming out of it, which it bypasses like a lot of those starting frames. It basically gives you the same properties as when you do an on-landing attack. You know, like seeing that right there. It doesn't really apply to like the projectile charge-ups though. That said, you can override some of these. For instance, that was 360Y, overlapping storms. Like, you buffer in 360Y when you're in the Heavenly Justice mode, and that comes out instead of this. Same for, like, forward inputs. Although I guess forward X is a bit redundant in this. Or maybe not, no. Hold on. Right, hold on. Well, okay. So, in some situations, you could normally try and, like, override the regular follow-ups with, like, forward X and forward Y. But that's not easy to do without leveraging the other trick this has. But since I spent enough time talking, I'll save that for a bit later. Right now, let's do this. There we go. So what you saw there near the end, where it was like a specific combo I was like doing coming out of that, like that led into the 360Y. Okay, well that was just gratuitous. Well, somehow that didn't desync it. That's whatever. But yeah, this is the other piece of the puzzle to really unlocking the potential of Heavenly Justice. And actually, I think right now, for the next fight near the end, I'm gonna like switch back to regular shurikens because I kind of need the faster shuriken cancels as much as I love the windmill shuriken. But the other thing is, it is a hidden mechanic of this game that not many people emphasize or know exists, people that have played this game. And for that matter, I'm not sure if people at Team Ninja still realize that this technique even exists. Because it's a byproduct of their work from the Dead or Alive games. And by extension, Virtua Fighter. Because DOA would not exist without Virtua Fighter. It's built... Like, the first game was built on the Model 2 arcade hardware. It has a lot of the same fundamentals combined with its own things. And that is, I think, would be... You could call it a number of things. I guess commonly you could call it block canceling. Because that's what you did in, like, VF or DOA, where you would tap, like, what was basically the guard button. Because it doesn't just block... It literally resets your input buffer. So, like, for example, I'm doing these two light hits. And it's like, you basically have to wait for, like, a certain point, like, in Ryu's animation before... Like, you can't delay the next hit any longer, and it just resets. That's the normal way the input buffer gets reset, but you can expedite it and make sure that, like, you have more control over what the next move is that comes out, and that's just by tapping the left trigger. And like, look at that. I'm basically just doing, like, an alternating of, like, X and left trigger in rapid succession. Like, I'm basically... Like, I'm basically tapping the left trigger during the active frames. And, like, and then, like, just hitting X however many times I need until it gets to the point in Ryu's animation where he can start the next starting hit of a combo. That's the principle behind it. As you might expect, with Heavenly Justice, during that step cancel... okay, that... it says you can do it by, like, pressing in a direction with the left trigger. But to take advantage of, like, the input buffer canceling that I'm doing, it is more practical to basically start the combo, press A without, like, any left stick input. And then during... during that, you, like, press the left trigger to register the input buffer and, like, tap it only just long enough. Don't hold it, because if you do that, it's like the next thing that you'll prioritize coming out of Heavenly Justice is a dash, which you kind of don't want, and it's something that I've screwed up on plenty of times trying to... Come on. Freaking goddamn audio delays! I feel like with how bad this is getting now, like, I'm still gonna, like, go through this chapter and the next one. But everything from Chapter 3 onwards, I'm saving that for, like, future streams. It's, like... It's driving me fucking crazy. The goddamn scuff. It never ends with this shit. Then I could also probably feel it getting quite a bit toasty in my room, but that's to be expected. It's summer. Fuck summer. So yeah, with what I described, with, like, Heavenly Justice combined with, like, tapping left trigger to, like, cancel your input buffer, you get a lot more control over, like, being able to more reliably pull off certain combos without triggering, like, other moves that you otherwise wouldn't want, you know, like this. Which, it's good, but sometimes you want to do something like this. Which is, like, a combo that I've, like, worked into... Yeah, like just the regular Y attack coming out of it is good, but nothing, like, so few things end up beating overlapping storms. Because there's a point in the animation where once you get past the early active frames, Ryu is just straight up fucking invincible. He can't get knocked out of it once he starts spinning all the way. That said, it is very hard to, like, truly, like, override the game wanting you to, like, do an obliteration technique. Yeah, I just kind of had to. Alright. Yeah, we don't have, we still don't have 30k, so it's whatever. I'm actually going to do the next encounter upstairs before I use the save statue. That's always kind of how I've done it. Oh, yeah. Oh, you bastard. Oh yeah, there we go. You know, actually, let's... Okay, come on. Just because. I don't use the Izuna drop often with the Tonfas. There's a lot of more, like, weapons where it is a lot more fun to do it because of, like, just the way... Stuff like the Lunar, where it has, like, so many different air chains with varying starting points that all lead to an Izuna drop. Dragon Sword, obviously, is a good example. But, like, Flower Garland drop is really, like, the star of, like, your air grab finishers for the Tonfa. Like, Izuna drop is, like, nice as a bonus, but it's, like... Honestly, it's, like, if there was ever, like, any trimming that would need to be done to, like, the move list of a weapon, it's, like, I would only really trim out... like Falling Petals, Flowing Water, any Izuna drop. Or at the very least, just like change that combo to like something different. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. There's that combo that I rarely used. Where it's like... Where like, yeah, you do XY because that's your standard like single hit into launcher type move. But you could also hold the Y button, and it launches them while also tossing the Tonfas up on the when you do the third hit. Anyway, let's just get this. Let's get this fucking stage over with. Get on to chapter 2, and then end things early for tonight. And then move my 360 over to, like, a different setup that only uses HDMI and hope to God that results in, like, less audio desyncs than what this is giving me. Yo, Gags. Don't mind me, I'm playing the best action game for the 360. I'm willing to go that far, yes. Hope your night's going well. I got no complaints with that answer. Oh, damn it. Should have just gotten out of the way right there. Damn it. Whatever. I want to at least get overlapping storms. There we go. Look at the damage. Oh, yeah. There we go. Didn't even need to whip out the UT for this guy, even though it would have made it so easy.
You're coming with us.
Like, just easy to, like, humiliate completely.
Take us up.
But yeah, it's been going well so far, aside from my bitching about, like, the audio just getting desynced because I feel like the 360 is just not agreeing with my current combination of, like, recording and upscaler equipment. Like, next stream, I'm definitely gonna have to experiment and see if just hooking this thing up through HDMI directly will work better.
Ryu Hayabusa. It's just a tool of the CIA. You bought us the time.
I swear to God, if this somehow has something to do with the fact that, like, this game's internal resolution is actually not 720, oh, that'd be real rough.
I finally found you.
So, what is the CIA?
Because that's an important thing to remember from, like, this early on in the history of, like,
We have a serious
HD
problem.
gaming, as
The
it called it
fiends are
back
trying to
then,
resurrect
with, like, the
the
360 and
We
PS3.
can't let that happen.
There were a good number of
agency's
notable games,
broadened
especially on
its
360, that were
They're
just
heading for
at
the
a
Hayabusa
bizarre
village. They're
middle
after the
range
demon
resolution
statue.
between 480 and 720,
Your
and were
clan
just,
is
like,
in
crudely
danger.
upscaled to 720 in order to meet, like, that HD requirement. It's fucking weird. Actually, come to think of it, I wonder if, like, Man, this might be, like, too dumb of an idea to go for, but, like, I wonder if, like, if I were to just, like, set the 360's resolution to 480p, but to, like, still have everything set to widescreen, I wonder if, like, that would possibly help with, like, whatever, like, weird audio desyncs it's having, if it actually has something to do with how the RetroTink / capture card is handling the resolution or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing weird fucking ideas or something. Oh, hey, Joe.
Why am I not surprised?
How the vaunted Dragon Ninja bloodline has withered, Joe Hayabusa.
Your embrace of the evil way has consumed you.
Evil. The ninja way knows neither good nor evil.
Corruption of the soul is a fate that befalls the weak.
Enough talk. The ties that bind our clans are severed tonight.
Oh, Genshin. You're the proper rival boss fight that this series needed.
Blood stains on my blade. Fool.
Like the freaking claws, the sparkling red electricity sword. God damn it, it did it again. Look at that. Look at all those hits. Oh, beautiful. Oh yeah, I've not been paying much attention to them, but like the notebooks I've been picking up are like 100% like they're basically like a follow-up. They're basically, I think they're supposed to be like backup locations as far as places where you can pick up technique scrolls that explain the game mechanics. And if you picked up the first one, when you get to their second backup location, you instead get the Journal of a Dead Ninja who's like, I can't do like this super cool ninja technique that I need to survive. What the fuck? I think there was one where it was like, they basically go like I was supposed to be like the master of the counterattacks. Now I'm only the master of getting kicked in the face. Never knew that stuff had backup locations. Yeah, it's like, because I swear I feel like I've forgotten a lot of like the main locations for like a lot of these scrolls, but there's one that sticks in my mind where like it's the diary of a ninja whose like his dying words are that he's unable to do the obliteration technique. And I recall being able to get it in chapter 1, but I didn't get it this time, or at least I didn't notice. And it's the one where it ends with, no, obliterate. You must obliterate. Open your eyes and obliterate, damn it. It's like that is the sort of line where like in a different context it would be like fantastic like pre-ass kicking one-liners material. There we go. Yeah, there's like plenty of like neat stuff that like goes unnoticed and underappreciated about Ninja Gaiden 2, just like on the minor systems and hidden mechanics level. Like the way chests work, for instance, I think is absolutely brilliant, because Ninja Gaiden is like a series, at least the first 2 games, because 3 decided in their infinite font of bad ideas to not have them. But like items were like a thing that like the game like that the series never had problems with like encouraging to use. Like if you had them and you were in a pinch and you needed them to stay alive, you use them. But they still found like subtle ways to go about like encouraging you to like not just use them as your main problem solver. Like the idea is that if you get to like a chest that is supposed to have a specific item, and let's say it's like the herbs of spiritual life, you know, the basic health item. And you were maxed out on herbs of spiritual life. Instead of it doing what it did in Ninja Gaiden Black, or just one in general, really. Yeah, I'm just doing that as I'm literally talking about this. Come on. Ninja dogs. Oh, fuck off! Oh, come on! You can tell it's been a while I played this, both because of dealing with ninja dogs, but also dealing with ninja dogs with a weapon I normally wouldn't use. These guys are bastards. I can't think of a single action game in which the concept of ninja dogs was anything less than the meanest motherfucking enemy you ever encountered. Like, you have ninja dogs in the PS2 Shinobi game. They're, like, those guys are hard to fight. They're obviously hard to fight here in Ninja Gaiden 2. Neo has them, and they're similarly huge fucking bastards. Oh, man. This is a game that will always demand your full attention no matter what. Like, even with Ninja Gaiden Black on normal mode, I say that there's, like, a certain level of autopilot that you can get away with. Not this game. Not this game at all. Yeah, not wasting time with you. Oh well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Just, I love how pretty much almost every single move you can think of that Heavenly Justice cancels out of, it absolutely does. Like, doing a counterattack and just... Like, look at that movement! Oh, I fucking love these weapons. They're so good. Tonfa's the best. I was so goddamn excited to see them, like, return in Neo, like, as part of, like, the second DLC. Admittedly, they did not become my main in that. The same way that, like, I feel like I should have these be my main in Ninja Gaiden 2. Mostly because, like, while they did retain Heavenly Justice, it did not... It was not nearly as good as what we had in this game. But that makes sense. There's a lot of different priorities going on as far as what's going on in Neo's combat compared to Ninja Gaiden 2. Come on, get off, get off, get off! Oh, yeah, that's a lot better now. Actually, I have the bow. That's right, I do have it, so... Let's show off, because I forget if it still works as far back as in this chapter. Oh yeah, it does, yeah. It does. I love how consistent this little trick is across both Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. You know, so we already showed off regular shuriken and the windmill and the bow and arrow. We might as well also give a bit more time to, like, the, Ah, freaking archers. Huh? Blew his ass up straight into the water. You'll have to see it. Fuck Hayashi for taking these incendiary shurikens away from Ryu after this game. Same for the windmill shuriken. Like, come on. Ryu has never been as both well-equipped and as powerful in any other Ninja Gaiden game past this one. And before, for that matter. This was his peak. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh, wow. Still gonna go for, like, every major encounter we can, which means going in here. Even though there's no longer any need to, because, you know, like, this is where you get the Falcon's Talons normally. Why not? This is, like, crowded enough. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ugh. And I still hate just how... I guess it makes enough sense that, like, this is the balancing point they made as far as, like, giving you the ability to, like, charge projectile UTs. And it's the idea that, okay, you can charge them, but unlike with regular UTs, you have less invulnerability frames on startup. So you can basically get knocked out of it for free even before Ryu actually throws the shuriken and, like, can get a hit off. It's kind of a shame, but I mean, like, whatever. I probably can understand that. A lot of, like, the bow at least is instantaneous. That, like, I guess, like, it would, that it doesn't matter if you're if you're not invulnerable during the startup. But yeah, I could see it totally breaking, like, and just making the incendiary shurikens and windmill shuriken even more powerful. Oh yeah. Oh god, I forgot about this. Oh. Oh man, I almost got a 69 combo. God damn it. Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. Get those point bonuses coming. Instant kills, OTs, killing sprees. I goddamn love it. Is that it? Oh no, there's one more. Okay, let's stall on these motherfuckers for a little bit. Heavenly Justice plus input buffer canceling equals this game series totally has combo potentials. Fuck you assholes who think dollar combo invalidates it. In fact, what I've literally just shown off with the input buffer canceling and the fact that, like, it's a byproduct of other games, particularly fighters, it's like, again, I really wish that it was more like, oh no, this was actually the thing I was talking about. Master of Ultimate Guidance, as far as, like, absorbing essence. Masters of Ultimate Guidance absorb the essence created from their first ultimate technique. I, on the other hand, am only a master of getting kicked in the face. I love just, like, the small bits of, like, just dry humor that this game has, just because it's, like, this game's all about death to, like, such an insane degree. Oh, fucking come on. Audio getting desynced again, I think it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, hold on. I actually want to, like, try and see. That's something I should have done. I should have... Ah, oh, fuck. This is not the best spot for with these archers. You piece of shit. But I think it's the sort of thing where it's like, you can get, like, I think, very specific instances of, like, looping flower garland drops. It's kind of hilarious when you get it to work. Yeah, the stairs might not be the best place for it. God damn, I gotta keep doing this. But yeah, there's some instances where it's like, if you get enemies placed in just the right way, and you're using Heavenly Justice consistently, you can absolutely, like, non-stop chain flower garland drops until there are no more valid targets. Anyway, let's get Tonfa to level 3. Look at that. I forever love the way that just, like, so many of these weapons get more spiky and absurd in their designs. Look at that. And, like, these things, even before the upgrades, they, like, the length of the rod was arguably, like, about as long, if not longer, than Ryu's entire arm length. In fact, at this point, I'd say it's about the length of just one of his legs. Like, what the fuck? How is he able to, like, hold these things and, like, use them with ease? I mean, he's Ryu Hayabusa. It makes enough sense. So yeah, we're at level 3. We got 1,000 Blossoms and Demon Tears Kick. And that's basically all you get from level 3. But yeah, this is 1,000 Blossoms, I think. Ah, hold on. Yeah, that's a good one. But then you have Demon Tears kick. Yeah, it's the similar kick animation that Ryu has for like that same move in DOA. And as you'd expect, because it kind of lifts you off the ground, you can't heavenly justice your way out of those. So if you're doing that move and you want to cancel, you gotta do it. You gotta do it early on. Where the hell did you come from? Yeah, and good job with, like, your aiming continuing to, like, disappoint in weird ways. It really sucks just how it feels like just, like, the quality of Ryu's auto-aim has, like, degraded to varying degrees post-Ninja Gaiden 1. Because it felt like it, like, made the best case possible that it's, like, you don't need, like, every, like, combat system to have, like, a hard lock-on in order to, like, work properly. Like, it worked really great in that. And it still works largely well in this, it's just it's really, like, you only notice it working as it should if it's entirely in melee combat. If it's anything to do with, like, the, come on. There we go. Like, if it's anything that involves the use of projectiles, it's basically a crapshoot whether he's actually going to, like, fire them at the target and direction and angle that you want him to in the first place. Yeah, it's whatever. I forget exactly how, how comparable Ninja Gaiden 3's auto-targeting was compared to this, but part of me always just wants to assume, yeah, of course it was worse, because everything about Ninja Gaiden 3 was worse on just the whole conceivable level. There we go. Got a little Demon Tears kick in there. Like, the trick to getting, like, some of these fancy moves to, like, work in a proper combat scenario is wait until you're, like, at the tail end and you've got basically stragglers. Oh, you almost saw it. The angle was just not right. But, like, it actually connected there for a moment. Like, it launched them into the air, and if I was angled just right, I could have pressed Y again and looped a flower garland on it. Flower garland drop on it. Yeah, I just love, like, overlapping storms. It is such, like, a good hit combo attack. You get enough enemies surrounding you and, like, connect enough hits. That's, like, a guaranteed way to, like, ensure you're getting more essence out of the fight. You know, more money than you would otherwise. Oh, bullshit. Come on, hit it. There we go. Yeah, let's get some incendiaries out for this. Why not? Because we got extra enemies here in this Resetsu rematch, who is now relegated to mini-boss and, like, regular enemy. It's like the fastest a boss goes to regular enemy status, I think, in any game I can think of. Oh. You know, screw it. Nimpo time. Why not? No, no. Oh god, and I think the audio just got madly desynced. Oh, fuck off. Alright. Well, that encounter's done. A bit messy, naturally, but it's whatever. At least they weren't the incendiary shuriken ninjas. Yeah, good. Yeah, like, just not having it be those enemies is a good reason for why I'm glad to not be playing Master Ninja difficulty more than I need to. I have not touched that mode ever since. Like, ever since completing it the first time that I needed to just for the costume associated with it, I just never touched Master Ninja difficulty again because I knew that was enough for one lifetime. Even though I have a save made where, like, I can just start the game at any point that I want now with just all my equipment out the gate. Alright, here's this part. Asshole. Okay. Yeah, no more of these items can be carried. There you go. That went fairly smoothly, I think. Yeah. Cool. Got both the jewels. Now to solve this little puzzle. Well, puzzle in quotes. And god damn it, why did it... Ugh, I thought it was the wrong... I thought it was facing the other way. Shit, whatever. It's alright. My point is, at least this stuff isn't being heavily automated like it is in Sigma 2. Which ends up kind of devaluing, like, and, like, diminishing what feels like your agency in the whole, like, in the whole scheme of things. Alright. Back to the bow. Yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, I think for, like, the next couple of encounters leading up to Genshin, I should probably just show off like some bow UTs in actual combat just to show how absolutely absurdly strong it is. Alright, there we go. No, out the window. Ah, well, okay. Yep, there it is. Yes. Can we keep it going? Oh, fuck. Oh, why? You assholes just had to ruin the fun. Okay, yeah, these were not, like, the best enemies to, like, show off the bow UTs because they're always circle strafing, and it's so much faster than the bow is able to track. It's frustrating. But yeah, you saw that. You saw, like, God, how many, like, half a dozen flower garland drops, like, all in a row before just one of their mages just got so upset that I was clowning on him that he just killed himself. Like, come on. That's better. Oh, fuck. There we go. I say, like, doing, like, the input buffer canceling trick is obviously, like, the smart, is, like, the most reliable way to get off, like, some of these Heavenly Justice combos, but, like, it is still kind of a crapshoot to pull off whenever the game is, like, being very inconsistent with its frame rates and just things are way too hectic for you to keep track of. That, like, it either, like, you mistime your input, or worse, the game just outright drops them.
Oh.
It's why I wish this game just got something resembling, like, a native PC port of some kind. And not the fucking sham that is the Master Ninja Collection. Where it's just Sigma 1 and Sigma 2, but, like, not even, like, the versions of Sigma 1 and Sigma 2 that would be most ideal, even within those conditions. Because it's just a weird, stupid hodgepodge of everything that they had between the PS3 originals and the PlayStation Vita ports. Like, fucking no sense of respect and preservation for, like, what I would argue to be, like, their absolute best IP to have ever existed. More than DOA. Like, sure, there's probably, like, some argument to be made about what's most significant in their history. But goddammit, man, this was, like, the fucking game that, like, regardless of whether or not, like, people had, like, their sort of, like, derisive comments about if they thought DOA was a legit fighter or not, no one fucking argued that Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox, all the way up through Ninja Gaiden 2, was somehow not a contender for an example of, like, what godlike 3D action games can be like, you know? Like this fucking series warranted a rivalry with Devil May Cry in its heyday for a good reason.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
And then, of course, like, that rivalry could be extended to, like, a three-way with God of War in the mix, but I always felt like that was a no contest. Like, come on. Those games always hit so much more on their spectacle than any of, like, their longer-lasting, like, game combat mechanics. Like, it says a lot that Ninja Gaiden 1 and DMC 3 and then DMC4 and this game are like proof examples of like the benefits you can have in making a 3D action game if your primary directors have literally had experience doing fighting games prior. Itagaki made DOA. Itsuno worked on a hell of a lot of Capcom fighters that weren't Street Fighter.
Unleashed.
Well, anyway, time to get into first Genshin fight.
Father!
You must be Genshin.
And you must be Joe Hayabusa's little cub. It is said that a dragon ninja would die to protect the demon statue. You seem eager to fulfill.
Alas, all these scenes just have like Ryu holding the dragon sword when it's like, that's not even my weapon, man.
Now, Elizabeth, you must keep your word.
Stop!
Your death will atone for generations of defeats. The bloodline of the Dragon Ninja ends here.
Yeah. Come on. I've definitely forgotten what it's like to fight Genshin with just the Tonfa. Ah, shit. Nope, fuck it, I'm not gonna die here. There we go. There we go. There we go. I at least finished that way. Okay.
Dead.
Follow the woman. You must retrieve the statue. Go now.
Yep, we'll do that, I guess. They'll keep fighting even though the whole place is on fire. God. This game's got so much stupid shit that I love it. Just in regards to like story context and cutscenes. No joke, I contemplated maybe I should just skip all these cutscenes as I get through it, but it's like, no, it's like, it's been long enough since I've done a full playthrough of this game of any kind, even if it is a single weapon run. I might as well give people the honors of just watching the cutscenes again and just see, like, all the ridiculous shit that happens as Ryu pretty much just goes around the entire world on, like, a mass ninja/fiend killing spree. I'm actually gonna reset the slot. Just go back to slot 1. And yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Like, part of me kind of wanted to, when I was starting this, like, I wanted to continue a bit of a ways into Chapter 3 proper. But with just all, like, the constant desync fuckery, it's just, I cannot stand to deal with it for, like, another hour, let alone another half hour. So I think that's where I'm just going to call it. Chapter 3 is going to start tomorrow night. I'm gonna switch like the video connection type. I'm just gonna like plug an HDMI cable from the 360 directly to my capture card and hope to God that does something. And then just go from there. Hopefully that causes it. Just like does something for it. Like just removing one piece of equipment from the equation, if that has any chance of helping with like the audio problems, then I'll take it for sure. Freaking HD consoles, man. Like my old SD systems through the RetroTink. After a while, once I got like the proper settings that I needed and whatnot, that had no problems. Just, I have no idea why 360 of all things just wants to be a pain in the ass about the whole process. Oh well. Even though it was ultimately like a short stream in this case, thanks a lot everyone for tuning in for this. It's an hour and a half, but I mean like it was still a pretty good hour and a half for just the first 2 chapters, which are still like this game, even with like the faults that it has throughout the whole journey, it has a very strong opening with just those first 2 chapters alone. This game's incredible. It deserves more respect, both from like players as well as from Team Ninja themselves as far as like preserving this thing, because they sure as fuck didn't do it at all. God bless you, Itagaki, you oatmeal cookie man. Alright. Good night, everyone. You all take care of yourself now.